So this week we had a bombshell from WikiLeaks. So they released more than 7,800 pages of documents detailing the vast cyber-espionage tools at the disposal of the CIA. Now, we don't know everything that we need to know about this as of yet, and this is the first of many more leaks to come. But what we already found out is chilling, and I'm not being hyperbolic. This is really troubling. Now, the documents are dated between 2013 and 2016, and there's a total of about 7,818 web pages and 943 attachments, according to The Guardian, and WikiLeaks describes this dump as the largest ever publication of confidential documents of the agency. Now, as of yet, we don't know where the leak came from, and the CIA has not yet commented on the authenticity of these documents, but former intelligence officials do believe that they are real. So all of these documents are referred to as Vault 7, and they reveal how the CIA has immense power when it comes to taking control of your devices. So The Guardian explains, a broad range of devices are targeted by the agency. A lot of attention is focused on breaking into general-purpose computing devices, including PCs and smartphones, with malware that affects iOS and Android phones, referred to in the text, as well as Windows and Linux computers. The tools described would allow the CIA to take almost complete remote control of a user's phone, turning it into a complete spying device, reporting back to the agency. Now, The Intercept provides us with some more examples as to how this works. So, one borrowed attack, Shamoon, is a notorious computer virus capable of stealing data and then completely destroying hardware. Persistence, a tool found by the CIA, allows the agency control over the device whenever it boots up again. Another acquired attack, Swamp Monkey, allows CIA to get root privileges on undisclosed Android devices. Now, the reach of their capabilities is much broader than just smartphones and PCs. So according to The Intercept, a CIA program named Weeping Angel provided the agency's hackers with access to Samsung smart TVs, allowing a television's built-in voice control microphone to be remotely enabled while keeping the appearance that the TV itself was switched off, called fake off mode. Although the display would be switched off and LED indicator lights would be suppressed, the hardware inside the television would continue to operate unbeknownst to the owner. The method, co-developed with British intelligence, required implanting a given TV with malware. It's unclear if this attack could be executed remotely, but the documentation includes reference to in-person infection via a tainted USB drive. Once the malware was inside the TV, it could relay recorded audio data to a third party, presumably a server controlled by the CIA, through the included network connection. And they don't just stop at smart TVs. So the documents indicate that the CIA wants to be able to control all of our internet-connected devices, including cars. So WikiLeaks explains, as of October 2014, the CIA was also looking at infecting the vehicle control systems used by modern cars and trucks. The purpose of such controls is not specified, but it would permit the CIA to engage in nearly undetectable assassinations. Now, before we all put on our tinfoil hats, we don't have any evidence that the CIA has in fact done this yet. However, just the fact that they're seeking this capability should outrage every single American, because this is a brazen violation of our privacy. And for those of you who doubt the authenticity of these leaks, well, why is it that the FBI and CIA is now working in tandem to investigate WikiLeaks? They're going after WikiLeaks by launching a federal investigation to figure out who is the person responsible for these leaks. So I don't think that they would care this much if these leaks were inauthentic. Now, furthermore, the response from government has also been to go after the leakers themselves rather than actually addressing the privacy issue that this obviously brings to light. Now, what's interesting is that the conservatives who recently declared their love for WikiLeaks, all of a sudden they're doing a 180, and they don't really like WikiLeaks anymore. So, for example, on Fox News, they brought on this analyst to fearmonger and do pro-government propaganda and explain why this is really a problem, not because it reveals a potential intrusion into our privacy and reveals that the CIA can hack into our devices. It's a problem because of, national security.
When you got wind of these revelations from WikiLeaks, what was your first reaction? A word that would be bleeped out if I said it right now, and it was like, here we go again. I mean, it's just, What do we have to do to protect these secrets? Some people may disagree. They say you shouldn't be tapping these phones, you shouldn't be doing this. But at the end of the day, these are our secrets that we use to protect us from attacks, to collect intelligence on foreign adversaries. How many people would like to know exactly what Kim Jong-un is going to do with his nuclear missiles? What if we disclosed the only tradecraft we had that allowed us to see what was going on? What good would be served by that? So look, there are a lot of implications for this, and none of them are good.
So in the end here, what this Fox News analyst wants you to be concerned about is how this may jeopardize our national security efforts. Don't be concerned about the privacy implications. Be concerned about the national security. That's the main go-to argument that they always pivot to, and it's not persuasive. It never will be persuasive. Now, Donald Trump's administration is maintaining the same exact stance.
This alleged leak should concern every single American in terms of the impact it has on our national security.
Now, this is kind of funny to me because before the election, Donald Trump said this about WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks! I love WikiLeaks!
So the bottom line is that this has vast implications on our right to privacy. As American citizens, we are entitled to privacy, and I use that word very carefully, entitled, because it's guaranteed to us by the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution. The CIA does not have permission to do this. The fact that they have this capability and they're seeking out the capabilities to be able to control our devices is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Now, we don't know the extent to which they are spying on Americans. We don't know the extent to which they are hacking into our phones. But what I do know is that this does have a lot of privacy implications that should worry every single American. And this is only the tip of the iceberg, because more leaks will come and we will ultimately know more. And what we already found out was very, very troubling. So I can only imagine what else we learned from these revelations. Unbelievable.
Support this podcast by joining the independent progressive media revolution today at humanistreport.com.